Jazz, to answer your question, the way movies with aliens are usually made are they usually just have like the alien as some sort of monster or because our video, it's about like aliens in a way or an alien or a human abduction because aliens we don't really know necessarily that's aliens. We just saw a light and that our main character, my friend Taylor, disappeared. The way that our movie challenges that is instead of like just doing like a scary alien, because like you usually see what the aliens look like, or you see the ship, right? You don't see the ship in our video. It's kind of a way of saying like you don't know if it's really an alien that took Taylor, but it could be anything. I mean, most definitely an alien, but you never know. It could just be anything. It could be like another life force. It could be humans using an alien ship. It could be some aliens doesn't always necessarily mean like just taken. Well, it does mean just taken, but it could be more than that. It could be more than just someone taken by an alien ship. It could just be like an alien saving Taylor. You never know. Taylor could be an alien. It's more challenging than others. I believe that our movie is different because it's not just Taylor like magically getting taken by aliens and you see the alien ship. It's more than that. You just see Taylor taken. You don't know by what. You don't know who took her. It could be anyone. It could be another human pretending to be an alien. You don't see the ship, so you never really know if it's a ship that took her. All you see is a bright light shining upon Taylor. And yes, usually in alien movies, you see someone taken by a bright light, but then you usually see the ship, or at least you see something else that gives you a hint that it's aliens. You only get the idea that Taylor was taken, and there's a bright light involved. Nothing else. Some issues that it kind of represents, in a way. I wouldn't say that it represents the best way, but it does kind of show, like, how it feels to be singled out. Like, because Denton, our character, he was scared in the movie, right? He was scared of being going up. He didn't want to go up. He never wanted to go up in the first place. He wasn't sure what was up there. How is he supposed to know? Like, we never know. But the idea that everything turned out fine, it didn't. The issue is that like people believe that it's usually the female characters who are scared in the movies who just like are like, oh no, I don't think we should go up there, guys. It's not just the females. It can be a strong guy too. Like the guy like yeah, it could be a strong guy. It's not necessarily be like someone who's like weak and puny. It could be someone big and tall, like Denton. I believe that it helps show that you don't have to be freaking dainty to be scared. You can be a strong person and still be scared. The issue of like toxic masculinity. I think that movie helps with that and helps show the better part. Like, you can be strong, you can be scared. It's not wrong to be scared. It's not wrong to be a guy and be scared. You can be a guy and be scared. It makes sense, Jazz. Wow, big question. I didn't even think about going to answer, Jazz. Well, I would say it engages with audiences because, well, it engages with audiences because instead of, it kind of brings you into the movie in a way. It gives you the idea of like, they're like everyone else. They're hanging out, they're normal teenagers. You know, normal teenagers, they hang out, they make marshmallows, they hang out with their friends. They try and like talk more. And like, they're busy. They're not just like, teenagers don't have free time. They actually have lives. They have schoolwork. They have their own lives to live. They just can't be hanging out with friends all the time. In the movie, it says, or in our new media text, it says that, oh, I'm so glad we finally got to hang out and meet up after all this time. It's true, because kids are usually busy. I'm busy myself. I have band I have stuff like band, I have testing, I have studying to do. I don't have time to hang out with my friends 24/7. I mean, I have nothing to interview with us because this interview is important. Things take time. And it wouldn't make sense to our audience if they just said, oh, we're just teenagers hanging out, being crazy, because that's what teenagers do. They just go crazy. No, Jazz, it's more than that. Teenagers actually have important stuff. I mean, come on. We're in high school, we want to get ready for college, we want to be ready for college. No one has time to waste just doing nothing all day. And to answer, is it distributed as real media text because it's supposed to be an opening sequence? Our opening sequence to like a real movie. You know, it's supposed to be more of a baseline. The opening sequence usually starts and sets the scene and it gives out the issue. The issue that we have starting out is that Taylor's missing. He was taken by something or someone we don't know, most likely an alien. And we don't know what to do. Like most movies. It's like most movies do, it has a problem. And we have to try and find a solution. It's just that we haven't filmed the second part. It's pretty long. But Taylor's missing, gone, we have to find her. Problem, solution. Most movies have that. It can be comedy, it can be action. It's gonna have some type of problem solution. Problem, the character is getting a solution. We have to find the character. Just that difference is not as seen much. You don't really get to see the second part until you make the second part. It's just supposed to be an opening sequence to a movie. With this certain project, I'll admit the first project I did, the first media that I did, I wasn't as good. I think my videos could have been better. I could have done better, as it wasn't, I believe, my best work. But at the time, I was alone. Being alone wasn't an excuse. I think throughout this project, my production skills have gotten better. I've learned to take better command. With other projects, I was alone. The only person I could command was myself. This project, I was the director. I helped show what kind of angles would be best for a movie, what time we needed to be there, when we should meet up. I got better at editing, even though I wasn't the one who edited. It was Wyatt who made the video. I did help. I gave my own input as to what we should do and what should be done. My production skills have gotten better, honestly. And I'm glad about that, Jeff, because it was bad. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. I was decent, but I could always be better. I could always be better at anything. So, doing this project really helped open my eyes, show me what I could do, how to do it better, and no one stays in place forever. You have to grow and move on. Like films. Films slowly get better, films grow, move on, editing changes, everything changes. So, how did I do? My production skills, they developed great. I always knew you knew what technology was, always barking at that kid does. Sure, bet you learned that. But to answer your question, technologies that were used were like my laptop. I used new softwares, hardwares. I learned new techniques on how, like, editing. It's great technology about this project. I learned how to get better editing, to use better programs. I found more programs online than I did before. I actually learned more about music. You can't just use a song that you like. You have to ask for permission to popular songs. I think I use pretty basic songs or songs that don't need copyright permission, which is great. But I think that the only way a video can be great is if I learn to get better songs, like popular songs. As not like no, I don't just need a popular song for a good video. You can have a good video and have a non-popular song. But I believe that some of the greatest musics are made by artists who truly put their time and work into it. People who don't do that, just I don't feel like I should be using their music. Yes, some copyright music is great, but there were songs that I wanted to use that I found but couldn't because we didn't have the time to ask them. We had to get the project done right away. Yeah, I understand that maybe I could have waited last minute and waited to see if I got an reply, but I didn't have time. I didn't want to waste. I didn't want me or my group to waste that kind of time or energy on it. Wouldn't you like to see the final project of my painting? I mean, it is what we came here for, and the interview, of course.